I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna talk that law. Let's talk about it. But before I begin, for those who may not know me, I'm a Texas trial attorney going on my 5th year in the game. Y'all see the law license on the wall signed by the 9 justices of the Supreme Court. I was minding my business and I was drinking my water. And somebody said, we might get a verdict today in the Young Dolph trial. So I definitely wanted to go over and check that out. Let me see if I can pull up that stream. Let me see. And I believe the YSL trial was delayed today because of a storm. I believe they have a hurricane in the area, so there was no court today. And I don't know if there will be court tomorrow. Let me see something. Let's see if court's closed. Okay, so it looks like the court will be closed. At least the 26th. So I wanted to jump into the Young Dolph. Right now we're waiting for a what's going on? Thank you so much, Mr. Prentice Jones, for becoming a member of the channel. Wow, thank you so much. That's really kind of you for becoming a member of the channel. And thank you for coming up the other night and giving your insight. It was really nice and informative. So thank you for doing that. What's going on, Miss Deborah C? Thank you for popping in. Oh, hold up. Did he just upgrade the membership? Wait a minute now. Let me see something right quick. Because I can't see what y'all see. Let me see something. Oh wow! Shout out to Mr. Jones for upgrading to platinum. Wow, that's really kind. Shout out to Mr. Jones. I think he's the first, if I'm not mistaken, platinum member of the channel. So thank you so much for that. Wow. Let me come over here right quick. All right. So for the people popping in, what I want to do is go to the Young Dolph trial. Let me see. Right now they're waiting. Thank you again, Mr. Jones, the first platinum member of the channel. Thank you so much. Let me put you in a banner. Right, y'all. Oh, did it not go? Oh, here we go. I almost went to the old one. Oh, here we go. And shout out to Miss Deborah C again for hooking me up last time, the time before that she was still in the banner too. Look at the shout out to Miss Deborah C. All right, y'all. I think we might have a verdict. Let me see. Let me fast forward. Hold up. Come on, computer. Yeah, I think we have a verdict. Let me make this big. Oh man. Hey, what's going on? Baby girl Alex, Queen T. What's going on, Tia? Oh wow, I didn't know that. So apparently some of the YSL defendants were in an accident yesterday on the way back to the jail. Yak, Huey, and Shannon. They were taken to Grady Hospital to get checked out, and they said they are okay. What is going on? Wow. What in the world? And I didn't get to cover the rest of Brian Steele's. So I might do that. I don't know. I might do that tomorrow or maybe later today. It just depends. She said, I just told you that. Wait, what did you just tell me? Hold on. Yeah, you had said no court tomorrow, 3 a.m. People are in the hospital. So I didn't know that it was, I didn't know it was defendants. It probably was just a typo. Oh, I see it now. I see it. No court. It was an accident involving Huey, Shannon, Kendrick. Oh, thank you, Keys. Wow. Yeah, I'm not on the YouTube stream. I'm on a different platform, so it shows up different on my side. But I just told you that. What you read? What's going on, Monica B? She said I hit the like button on the way in, and I'm ready. Yeah. So right now, we in the verdict watch. I think they have a verdict. I'm not sure, but I do know that the jury had a question. Let me mute the feedback from the court. The jury did have a question about what the word agreement means because when you are when you're charged with conspiracy to commit first degree murder, it has to be some type of agreement. And the jury came back and said, what is the definition of the word agreement? What does agreement mean? So let's go back to that part while we wait. Somebody said that's not true. Tia and Keys, Batty QB say it's the hurricane causing a delay, not the accident. So you're saying the accident is not true, or the accident is not the cause of the delay? Vanessa would say, what else can happen, right? This is gonna be a movie. I'm telling you. Like, what else can happen? Everything that could happen did happen. Wait, I want to make sure I didn't miss nobody. Everybody's all the comments. Oh, what's going on? Who else? Like I said, what's going on to Alex? The delay for why it says because of the weather. I think we're saying two different things, maybe, because I understand that the weather closed the court today, but they're saying it may not be no court tomorrow because of the accident. Am I getting that right? So we might be saying the same thing two different ways. The weather closed the court today, and then we have tomorrow may not be court because of the accident. Give them time to recover. Because I remember the judge counseling because of the weather, because they closed. I said, okay, I get it. Right. I got you. All right. So at least we got it somewhat. Oh, okay. The weather's still bad. Weather for both days. Well, it could be both. The weather and the accident. I mean, because it'll be hard to have three people sitting in there in a chair for 8, 9, 10 hours, and they just was in an accident. So I think letting them recover over the weekend is a good idea, even if the court was to open tomorrow. All right, y'all. So we're on a verdict watch, and the camera keeps moving. I think we have a verdict. Yeah, I think we have a verdict. Hey, what y'all think it's gonna be? Let me see if I can start a. I ain't never did no. Y'all think it's gonna be a guilty, not guilty, or hung jury? Let me see if I can put that in the. Let me see if I can do it like this. Can y'all see that or no? I ain't never did one. Yeah, hold on. Let me go over to YouTube so I can see what y'all seeing. Let's go. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I want to talk to you about that. I couldn't convict, but I have reasonable doubt. I'm 70-30. So what was the weakest piece of evidence that you think that the state presented to make you think that he may not be guilty after all? I mean, because for people that don't know, we have two people that are accused of shooting Young Dolph. One of the shooters, who I believe is the main shooter, he confessed. He said, "Yeah, that was me. I'm the one with the machine gun. I did most of the shooting, but the person that was with me is the defendant that's on trial." Yeah, the person that's with me, he's the second shooter. After we left, we went here. You see him on camera in the same clothes. Uh-oh. Let's see what we got.
We have a verdict. To the members of the public, if you don't think you're going to be able to not show any emotion during the reading of this verdict, I ask you to remove yourself now. There won't be, the court won't tolerate any outbursts of any sort from anyone. You will bring me here?
Uh-oh. So the poll, we have 90% guilty, 10% hung jury, and 0% not guilty. Wow.
Ready, Your Honor?
Yes.
Jury's now moving to the courtroom.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict? You have your own. Four person. If you would stand and read your verdict, please.
Oh, wow.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged in count 1 of the indictment. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in count 2 of the indictment. And we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of convicted felon in possession of a firearm as charged in count 3 of the indictment.
Thank you.
Well,
Juror number 1, is that your verdict? Juror number 34, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 35, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 11, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 14, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 17, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 27, is that your verdict?
It is, Your Honor.
Juror number 33, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 25, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 44, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 23, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 28, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again for your time and attention to this matter this week. Our system of self-government would not work without your service and sacrifice that you made. Thanks again for your time and attention. You are excused.
Jurors excused.
Mr. Johnson, the jury having found you guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and convicted felon in possession of a firearm. As the 13th juror, I affirm this verdict. As to the first-degree murder, I sentence you to life in prison. I will set punishment as to the conspiracy and the convicted felon in possession of a firearm after a sentencing hearing. The date for that hearing will be November 1st?
Yes, Your Honor.
November 1st. There's nothing else to take up?
We will prepare the judgment sheet and pass that forward, Judge.
Thank you. And the pre-sentence report, the order for the pre-sentence report.
Sir, once we do that, we'll give this to you.
Thank you. Give me a turn for.
All rise.
All right, stand up.
This honorable court stands adjourned to Monday morning at 9 a.m.
Mr. Hagerman, have you heard from Mr.
I've
Roy?
been texting with him, and he hasn't given me a date yet. My sense is next week is not good. And then he said he had a jury trial the last week of.
All right, y'all. So there we have it. There we have it. What I might do later is go back in, because I haven't watched any of the closing arguments. So who said? Yes, he was already in custody. Now, it may be mandatory. Some states have mandatory sentences, so wow. And I didn't hear her say life without parole. I just heard her say life. Because I know somebody put in the chat life without parole, but I don't think that's what she said. Who was that? Let me see. So, Walter, what do you think? Because I know you was one of the people that was on the fence. If you're still in here, Walter, what do you think? Because the picture wasn't clear. Do you think the jury got it wrong? Lyra say, talk to the law, you wasn't as biased for this case. Why? It's not that I'm biased. I apply the facts to the law. So you have two different things. You put them together. You take the facts and do they fit with the law? If they don't fit, then it's a not guilty for me. In this case, looking at all of the evidence that they had from, him being on the scene, him being in, footage after the fact, he's in the same clothes, he's in the clothes at the gas station. You have two people, one of them, his own brother, testified against him. That it was him, he was in the car. The other dude said it was him that was shooting. His phone, they brought in phone experts from T-Mobile. I mean, when you add all that together, not to mention his body language, it's not like he just sitting there innocent. He's sitting there looking guilty as you can look. I mean, all of that together, I think that the facts were in line with the law. Leroy, what's going on, Tracy? No, I don't think that's what she said, Leroy. I don't think that's what she said. I think she said life for the highest charge, and then for the lesser charges, we'll find out later. Let's go back and see what she said exactly. Oh, I went too far back. go back. All right, let's speed it up. Look how he looking. Look at his face. He ain't number what, 20, 26?
Mr. Johnson, the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to.
My bad, y'all. My bad. The audio was acting crazy. My bad. So we're watching the verdict. We're rewatching the verdict.
If you don't think you're going to be able to not show any emotion during the reading of this verdict, I ask you to remove yourself now. There won't be, the court won't tolerate any outbursts of any sort from anyone.
Yeah, see, it don't matter till they get caught up and get in trouble. I see too many young guys going to jail for nothing. Oh, she not saying nothing. She just telling them that you can't have an outburst. If you have an outburst or you think you're gonna be emotional, just go outside. Because it's disrespectful to the jury. It's disrespectful to the jury if any side cry or say y'all got it wrong or you didn't do it right. Oh, okay, hold up. The trial video. Okay, hold up. Y'all can't hear her. Y'all hear it now?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
You have your own.
Four person? If you would stand and read your verdict, please.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged in count 1 of the indictment. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in count 2 of the indictment. And we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of convicted felon in possession of a firearm as charged in count 3 of the indictment.
Thank you. Juror number 1, is that your verdict? Juror number 34, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 35, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 11, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 14, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 17, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 27, is that your verdict?
It is, Your Honor.
Juror number 33, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 25, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 44, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 23, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 28, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again for your time and attention to this matter this week. Our system of self-government would not work without your service and sacrifice that you made. Thanks again for your time and attention. You are excused.
Jurors excused.
Mr. Johnson, the jury having found you guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and convicted felon in possession of a firearm. As the 13th juror, I affirm this verdict. As to the first-degree murder, I sentence you to life in prison. I will set punishment as to the conspiracy and the convicted felon in possession of a firearm after a sentencing hearing. The date for that hearing will be
They probably ended the stream. It was a live stream. But yeah, there we have it, y'all. So it appears that in Tennessee, for first degree murder, you have 3 punishments. Let me pull that up right quick. Let's see if I can pull that up. So we have first degree murder here. I hope I didn't make it too big. And it pretty much says a premeditated and intentional killing of another. 1, 2, and 3. And I guess they got them. It was premeditated. It was planned. You intentionally went to the cookie shop and gunned him down. I mean, that's pretty easy. If it was him. Some people saying the picture wasn't clear enough. Well, if somebody say gang, gang, yeah, that's what Dolph said in one of his songs. Everybody screaming gang, gang, gang. Them folks come get you and you gonna tell on the whole gang. That's exactly what they did. Came in the courtroom and they all told. So let's go to the penalties real quick. So the penalties for first degree murder. So we know first degree murder, premeditated, and intentional. Got it. And here are the penalties. A person convicted of first degree murder shall be punished by either death, imprisonment for life without the possibility of parole, or imprisonment for life. So you only get 3 choices. And obviously the state wasn't seeking the death penalty. So number 1 is out. So it's either between 2 or 3. So, and she went with number 3. She said imprisonment for life. So she gave him a chance to get out of jail one day. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe, let me see how many years is a life sentence in Tennessee. So how many years of life sentence in Tennessee? 51. Before you become eligible for parole. That don't even mean you're guaranteed. You can wait 51 years and they deny you. So 51 years is, and he's 26. Yeah, that is life. That is life. Wow. Let me see. Let me go back here. Leroy, do you have a what do you mean by 25 years, Leroy? Somebody said it used to be 30. Right. So I'm thinking this is the way I'm gathering. She gave him the life sentence because it was mandated by the legislature. The legislature, those are the people who make the laws for the state, and the court has to follow the laws from the legislature. And the legislature said you can either give 1, 2, or 3. You can't pick. So for that one, she already made her decision. She gave him life. So she picked on that one. The other two, she has more flexibility. And I'm assuming they're going to run concurrent. Basically, if she sentenced him to 20 years for one charge and 10 for the other, they'll run side by side with the life sentence. Because if she do it consecutively back to back, then he's definitely not getting out. And if she didn't want him to get out, she could have just gave him life without the possibility of parole today and been through with it. Thank you again to Tracy for becoming a new member of the stream. Thank you so much, Tracy. That's really kind. Tracy popped up. See, every state is different. This is the state for Tennessee. So I don't know what's your home state, Leroy, but you can look up the laws for the state of Tennessee. And that's what I just looked up, Tennessee. Now, if anybody got something different, let me know. But that's what I got. And again, thank you to Prentice Jones for becoming a platinum member of it. Let me see something. Refresh that. Shout out to Tracy. All right. Yeah, so yeah, if he's 20, how old is he? 26. He's 26. But 76, I mean, he still could be living. 76, he could still be living. Yeah, what's going on, Brooklyn, NYC? Alexa, play Casey and JoJo live. So for the people popping in, I would, I know some people might want to see it again. Some people haven't seen it. But it's a sad day, It's really no winners because Dolph family, obviously, they're going to get him back. And then this man's going away, for a life term. I'm going to drop the link because some people are saying that they believe that his lawyer created enough doubt. Me personally, I don't think so. I think it was just so much. It was so much for his attorney to overcome. I'm going to drop the link. Anybody that want to come up and just speak on it, briefly let me know. Yeah, I got a camera and a mic. Come on up. But I think that his lawyer did what he could, true, but the burden. I mean, it was so many ways to meet the burden for the prosecution with the witnesses. I mean, and his demeanor doesn't even give off innocent man. I mean, you can just look at his demeanor in court the whole time. The nervousness, the look like I'm caught, I messed up. If I could take it back, I would. Yeah, his lawyer talked. Yeah, his lawyer talked. I mean, I haven't even seen the closing arguments. I got to go and watch that. I might actually watch it online with y'all. I haven't seen any of the closing arguments, but it was just too much. Yeah, and we don't know. See, when we look at it, we looking at it from the outside, and we don't know what the agreement was between the family. I mean, because the evidence is so strong. It's like, okay, look, either both of y'all gonna go down for life, or both of y'all gonna go down and go to prison for a long time, or at least we could save the brother. Because even without the brother testimony, I still believe there was so much evidence against Justin that he was going to prison no matter what. So there's no sense in taking both brothers down. So maybe he gave his brother permission. What's going on, Superfly Kicks?
What up, Talk That?
Okay, call it. What's your take on this?
Man, it's crazy. It happened so fast, like it's over and done. And I thought they were gonna have more people testifying, but I guess Cornelius sealed the deal.
Sealed it and tied it up in a bow.
Right?
It was over.
That's crazy.
When I seen that, I said, "What we wasting time on?"
So what you think about like the lawyers naming CMG and stuff in the case? Like,
I mean, that's interesting. And my thing is, I'm sure CMG knew about this way before we knew about it, because apparently it was brought out that a $50,000 lawyer was paid for on behalf of CMG to, I believe, Cornelius.
yeah, Cornelius' lawyer.
Yeah, they gave him a $50,000 lawyer, and I mean, somebody paying you $50,000, I'm sure he's reporting back to whoever paid him.
Right.
And if they paid him $50,000, he's an attorney. He gets all of the discovery evidence, and in the discovery evidence, you see everything as an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they saw, Gotti's brother,
right,
in the evidence.
And it's strange too. They never picked him up. Even he's been alive over 3 years while this been going on and never got arrested.
Right. Which is crazy.
Right.
He never got arrested this entire time.
Right.
I'm not saying that he was planning on cooperating, but it was something, either they didn't have him or they wasn't going to name him as a co-conspirator, or they changed their theory up after he passed away. Because I mean, now you can put it on him, but you got a good point. Why are y'all just now saying it now?
Right. Because they did say that somebody, they don't know if it was the city police or the FBI, came up to their restaurant and put him in the car, and they went for a ride, and they brought him back to the restaurant and dropped him off.
Come on now.
On everything.
So you saying they picked up Gotti's brother?
Yeah.
Took him for a ride.
Right.
And after that ride, they brought him back.
They brought him back to the restaurant and let him go.
What?
And
that's crazy.
That is, and nothing else was ever said about. And this was in the very, very beginning, like after all of them was detained.
God.
Govan wasn't detained yet, and Straight Drop brother wasn't detained yet. They just had them two boys, and they said I don't know what happened, but they came and they picked him up, and
Wow.
then magically all them other boys started getting detained. And I mean, they got his phone records. They seen that he Straight Drop was calling his phone right after he done it, immediately after he done it. If you seen the live yesterday,
Right.
yeah,
He called her, and I'm assuming he called for his money.
I don't know what the conversation was, but they know he called.
I think they said the call.
I think it was a FaceTime call or something. They said because they couldn't. I think they got the audio from it, but they were saying it was some type of FaceTime call or something. I don't know though.
Yeah. I remember they said like after the murder happened. I can remember if it was like 20, 21 minutes after. The call didn't last too long. I don't know, long enough to probably say it's done. Where my money? Where my 100K?
Yeah.
But what I want to know is, do you believe that that Justin could have been paid, and he just never gave his half over to Cornelius?
That's what it looked like, because when he did that music video while he was on the run, he had on probably a $5,000 Gucci jacket, and them shoes was about $5,000 too. I don't know where he got the money from to buy that stuff. It was that North Face and Gucci collab. That's some expensive stuff.
So you believe Justin got paid, but Justin double crossed his.
He probably ran off with the money in the end, and that's why Quet was mad too, and started ratting on. All of them were going against Justin.
So
All of them.
So Justin just had greed all the way around.
Yeah, he had to get that money. He had to.
Somebody said Justin was wearing a PRE chain on a hip hop, and he made that video before the unaliving, before they committed the crime. So was Justin, aka Straight Drop, was he cool with Young Dolph? Because I remember seeing one picture they were in together.
Yeah, he ran with Key Glock in the beginning. They all Key Glock age. So they all ran together.
So someone just put in the chat, CMG will be hit with a federal RICO. The family will sue CMG civilly, and Justin Straight Drop can bring Yo Gotti down.
They were kind of alluding to the fact that he could sue them too. I don't know how that worked.
But who could sue who?
That Justin could sue CMG as well, and Cornelius. Besides the family. What you think about that?
Yeah, that's strange. I mean, I don't know how that'll work, but I don't even know how Justin can bring down Yo Gotti if he never associated with Yo Gotti. If it was like 10 middlemen in between them, it'll be hard to say for certain Yo Gotti ordered this, because when they start doing something like that, we'll have a situation that we have in Atlanta. They can't prove Young Thug to any of this. They just assume it because he at the top and he the leader. It must have been him.
Did you hear the testimony to where Straight Drop and Quet went to Atlanta and was messing around and negotiating some type of music deal or something? And
no, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, and him and Justin got into it while they were out of town, or something happened, and Justin got left in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, I did hear that. That he was left. So he got left. That's what the argument was about.
Right, and that's where they be at. I mean, all of them got homes in Atlanta. That's like they spot where they be at. So who knows who he met with?
He says he got life without parole. See, I don't remember her saying the words without parole. She just said life.
Yeah, I was funny to me too. She made a ruling on that, but not the other stuff. They normally They normally make the rule do all of it in one whop. I mean, why would she make a ruling on that one thing?
Well, because I believe she did it that way because in Tennessee, like in some other states, it's mandatory for certain charges.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
if somebody's charged and convicted of capital murder, there's only two penalties, either the death penalty or life without the possibility of parole. You only get two.
Okay.
And if the prosecutors don't seek the death penalty, you're only left with life without parole. I mean,
Oh,
it's mandatory. You might as well go ahead and sentence them for that. That's
mm-hmm.
easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the smallest stuff they're convicted of, you got to have like a pre-sentence investigation report where the people like probation officers will sit with the defendant and go over their family history and their
Mm-hmm.
struggles,
Mm-hmm.
mental illness, things of that nature, and then the judge can sentence them on the lesser offenses because they have more flexibility on the lesser offenses.
Oh.
But the bigger offenses, it's already wrote in stone the
Mm-hmm.
penalty that you can pick from. The judge has no discretion whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking with her, she could have waited and just did them all together on the same day, but she basically was letting them know that I'm not sentencing you to life without parole. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sentencing you to life, and I'm going to go back and follow the law and decide your punishment for the other ones, which
Mm-hmm.
I believe will run concurrent side by side with his life sentence. So maybe one day he can get out in
Mm-hmm.
51 years.
I thought the convicted felon with a firearm was a federal offense, though.
Well, he's charged. These are all state charges
Mm-hmm.
in state court,
Mm-hmm.
so the state will handle it.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean because the federal government is separate from the state government.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't mean people think it's double jeopardy when the state charge you and then the feds come back and backdoor and charge you.
Mm-hmm.
That is possible because it's not double jeopardy. They're two separate sovereigns and entities.
Okay.
But I doubt that's gonna happen in this case. I mean, he's getting life in prison. There's no sense in the feds coming in wasting resources.
I mean, he's done federal time for the same conviction.
Oh, he's done
Convicted.
it before.
Yeah, he's been in federal prison for convicted felon with a firearm already.
Yeah. See,
Mm.
so he ought to. And I heard them say that in his trial that he's a convicted felon.
Yeah.
I mean,
When he
so-
did something at that bowling alley, when they charged him, he did time in the state and they sent him over to the feds. And he
So
had to do.
and that's another thing. It's not like he's young, he's a teenager, and the older guys pressed him to do this, put him up to do this. This is his first time getting in trouble. He
Mhm.
had done time before.
Right.
So he ought to knew in the back of his mind, like, hey, is the benefit and the risk worth the reward? Is $100K worth spending the rest of my life in prison if I get caught? And I guess he balanced that in his mind,
Mm-mm-mm.
and just to get the money and go buy a jacket and some shoes.
That's
like,
right.
like what?
And make a video.
And make a video.
You
So
wild, boy. Something wrong with you.
right. So the question becomes: Is he even capable of being in society right now? What happens if they set him free and then the next 5 years somebody offer him some money? It'll be somebody else that may be on the news.
And you know what? It was a big deal against the Tennessee mayor because he got out so quick on those charges from the first time. And they was like, why is he on the streets? Like, why is he? I think he did 3 years or something. And he was back out on all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And sometimes the community and the public and like media could put pressure on the prosecutors.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it all the time. Like if something happens, especially in Houston, and the judge sentenced somebody light, let's say they have 3 DWIs and the judge take it easy on them, and then they go out and kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the news are gonna blast that judge so much, especially when it's election time.
Mm.
And it'll be hard for that judge to keep their job without getting voted out of office when the media and everybody turn against you because of public pressure. So yeah, if you do something crazy or you let them out too early or you don't pursue a harsher punishment or a
Mhm.
longer punishment, it
Mhm.
could come back to bite you if you because you got to remember judges and prosecutors are politicians. They get
Mhm.
elected into office.
Exactly.
So if they're not doing their jobs, they can always lose their jobs and get
Mm.
voted out. And a lot of
Mhm.
times they don't want to take that risk. So a
Mm.
lot of times they will drop the hammer if they need to.
That's wild.
Well, but you got some interesting some information that I didn't know. Somebody in the comments said cite your source, but hey, you sometimes you can't tell where you get your stuff from. About the ride with Big Juke because
Oh, that was public information. The whole world knew.
you
If you
hit
go back and do your homework in 2021, everybody knew about it.
get him Joe. You heard what he said. So I guess my question will become, what do you think happened to him? I mean, he took a ride, he got back out.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then all of a sudden now he's gone. Who do
It's
you
weird.
think? I mean, has there been speculation as to who may be responsible for that, or that's still up in the air?
I don't know, bro. Like them boys be into so much stuff,
Right.
foolishness. You never can tell.
That's true. That's true.
Like they be into all types of street stuff. Like it's crazy. And you got all this money, so called, and you just you dibbling and dabbling in drug houses and and sitting around with low level people telling them to do stuff for you and whatever. I mean, it's people out here you can hire that do this for real, and you wouldn't get none of this will come back to you. Like it's just weird.
Barlife said he should have took the plea deal. Do you know if he was offered a plea deal?
I don't know at all if he was offered one.
All right, you know.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, is somebody putting him up to go to trial so the whole world can see all this evidence and stuff? Like, why wouldn't he plea out?
And he probably don't want to be in jail because I think Cornelius said on the stand that Justin was trying to tell him to blame it on somebody else, pin it on somebody else, and let him go.
Mm-hmm.
So it seemed as if Justin wanted to be free. He wasn't
Right.
trying to do no time, which is crazy because how you going to go to the man that you didn't pay
Yeah.
allegedly and tell him don't tell on you, pin it on somebody else?
Yeah, I got $7,000. Take it or leave it.
And then they trying to pay Cornelius by sending him so yeah, we sent you a $50,000 lawyer. Cornelius ain't trying to hear none of that.
I know that's right.
The deal was for him to get his money, not no $50,000 lawyer that y'all
Right.
sent in to really save y'all sales if it's true, really
I
to protect CMG.
I couldn't imagine somebody calling somebody and say, "Hey, it's done. Oh, y'all, give me a minute because it's kind of hot right now. I ain't gonna." Man, you better bring me my money for it be another killing.
Hey, yes, I think I heard it in the trial. They said, "Yeah, I can't. I'm with my kids right now." Boy,
Man, you better drop your children off before we come get them. They gonna be until we get payment.
Hey, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, man, they really playing because if these guys were bold enough to actually carry out a hit, what
Right.
makes you think that they won't do it to you if you don't pay them their money?
Exactly.
And I remember, I think was it Cornelius said that they went to go meet up with somebody. He stayed in the car and he had his girlfriend put on a mask, and his girlfriend went to the car. They thought they were gonna get some big stacks of money. And they got $300.
Man, it'd have been another homicide right then. Man, you crazy. Then we meeting up with masks and all that weird stuff. Man, where my money at? That's crazy.
And you know what? I think it probably was a tense meeting because the person Cornelius probably didn't want to walk up to the car himself because he probably was thinking they were
It's a
going to try to
setup.
take him out to close up that loose end.
Right.
And I mean, he was a big
Right.
liability. He sung on the
Right.
stand. And then on the flip side, the person who didn't pay the right amount, they was only paying $300, probably was nervous that he was gonna get upset when he saw $300 and
I
take
know,
him
right?
So
They-
they had the girlfriend put a a mask on and walk up to the car.
And would they pull up to his neighbor house with an envelope with $500? Man, my money can't fit in no envelope. Y'all, all that stuff crazy. Just weird behavior.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
They want to put it in the mailbox with people watching.
Right, put the envelope in the mailbox and I'm gonna get my neighbor to get it and yeah, we'll meet up. Like, man, y'all sound stupid.
For $500, bro, that's too much. That's too much playing around.
I don't know if you remember that Mike Epps skit where he said he had a cousin and he was just a low level dude. He'd be getting a bag or something from him, and he said he'll show up with a briefcase. He said, "Man, put the briefcase up. You ain't got nothing but a bag. $10. Put the 10 over there on the ground." Folks crazy, bro.
Oh man, calling all this fuss.
Right. Over
Oh man.
junkie behavior. Like, y'all acting weird.
And that's what they tried to portray him as. The prosecutors, they were really trying to hone in on Cornelius. The only reason Cornelius did it because he had a drug addiction and he was just trying to get paid. But I mean, come on.
Right.
It's a lot of people that got drug addiction that ain't running up on nobody with a machine gun.
Man, Cornelius ran up on him like he was really on top of some business and couldn't even hold the weapon. I said, "Look at him."
Out here and shoot himself the way he was going all crazy with it.
I swear he looked crazy. He's like, "Oh, shoot." They said, "Had you ever shot one?" He said, "No, I ain't." He never shot one of them.
And then what's homeboy name? The one that just got Justin.
Mhm.
Justin came shooting after the fact.
I know.
And I don't even know if Justin bullets even, first of all, did they even hit?
I would have did more ballistics and asked him, like, is it 40 caliber in this man or no?
Or no. Justin his defense could have been, hey, they forced me to do it. I shot towards him. I never shot him because I didn't really feel myself. But it was never my intention to shoot. Because I really do believe that by the time Justin made it around, Cornelius already emptied the clip.
Yeah, he was done.
Yeah, it was over at that point.
Yeah, because I think that they said, I think he had like 12 bullets in his upper part, in his upper area.
Right. Yeah, and I think 20 total. So he was really Justin. I think Justin just got the car just to shoot a couple of bullets, just to say he did something, so he can get his half of the money.
I know he was like, "Hold on, Cornelius. Hold on, Cornelius." He just jumped out the car and ran up there quick as hell, and don't know what he doing.
Right, because if he wouldn't have shot at all, then obviously he wouldn't be entitled to no parts of the money.
Right.
According to the street code, unless you get paid to be the driver, the getaway driver. But it's crazy because both of them got shot by Dolph's brother. Dolph's brother returned fire. And if Dolph's brother didn't have to get that other gun out the car, they probably would have been done right there.
I swear he wasn't playing. He was at them. They was talking crap about him, saying, "Oh, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing." Shoot, that tape showed otherwise. He emptied the clip, threw the weapon at them, and tried to get the other gun out. Man, he was on them folks' heels. He tried.
And to really make a correlation with the young Thug's trial, it seems as if the person that really did the most stuff, like Cornelius Smith, he really did more than Justin. He's out here testifying against Justin, getting a better deal.
Right.
And even in the Young Thug trial, people are saying that the people that's on the stand, like Woody or Lil D or Monk took, maybe they did more than the people that's actually on trial. But yet they're getting better deals. They're getting immunity, probation. They're at home. Some of them don't even have probation. They're at home. And the ones that really didn't do much, if anything, are sitting out in the gallery as defendants. So it's really not right the way the prosecutors pick and choose who they want to charge.
No, they need to free Thugger. They doing him bad, bro. He ain't getting no fair shake. They doing Thugger bad.
Yeah, I agree. They really taking advantage.
I mean, he might be a criminal and he might have been involved in a lot of whatever, but the law is the law, bro. Like, you
Yeah.
got to do this stuff right, or let the man go. Like, I don't know what to say about that case. It's crazy.
In Tennessee, they were so smooth and professional. It only took them when this trial start? Was it Monday?
Monday, yeah, and it's over.
It's
Thursday,
over. It's over.
Thursday, it's over.
Over and done with.
I swear.
I mean, it was no stalling, no playing around.
Mm-mm.
Just present your case. The facts gonna be the facts. They're not gonna change, and get it over with.
Yeah, the Justin lawyer, I don't even think he really fought back. He didn't put up no defense to me. And when he named CMG, didn't your lawyer get paid by? Why would you bring that up?
Yeah.
Who's paying you? Why we talking about lawyers getting paid? Who paid you?
Right. They said Justin lawyer was quarter point.
I
Yeah.
swear, that was crazy what he did. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
who's he work for?
Yeah, I mean, he probably went in knowing that this case is dead on arrival.
I swear, Justin, you're through.
I mean, I think the defense could have came up with a better theory as far as Justin. I was just shooting in there. It was not my intention to never kill him. I'm in a gang. You can't get out the gang. You try to get out, they're going to kill you. I was ordered to do it. But in my mind, I knew I wasn't going to actually hit him. I was just going to shoot in the air to make it seem like I was shooting at him. Maybe the jury would have convicted him of a lesser included of manslaughter or maybe even second-degree murder, where it's less time. But his lawyer kind of danced around. I mean, the lawyer did his best to pick on Cornelius. Who paid you? $50,000 lawyer, this, that, and the other. But what about your client being on video?
Right.
What about your client having on the same clothes, the Bass Pro hat?
Right.
Because, I mean, it's hard to overcome that.
Right.
So he talked about everything except the hard points, and I think that was.
And the ballistics of the gunfire, like they need to know what bullets did what.
I agree.
And they didn't point that out.
Yeah, they didn't point it out because we know. Well, most people know that shooting a gun, you can go to a gun range, and if you shoot at that target, 9 times out of 10, a lot of times you're not going to just hit it bullseye dead center.
Right.
And if you're not really proficient with shooting a gun, you might not hit it at all.
Right.
So with Justin running out the car and just shooting all wild,
Right.
I wouldn't be shocked. If now one of them bullets
hit. Right. You right.
Even hit Dolph.
That's a fact.
Now and now he's going to prison for life. And since Cornelius Smith, the person who did the most shooting, since he talked first, he gonna get way less time than life, because without him, without Cornelius, it may not be a case. Okay, now those pictures are starting to look a lot more blurry. Somebody said the pictures were blurry. Yeah. They're gonna look a lot more blurry without Cornelius verifying.
I mean, they wouldn't have even known to check those cameras without him testifying. They wouldn't have known to go back and say, all right, they were here, 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 and here. Right. Yeah, let's get the camera surveillances. They wouldn't have known to do that.
That's good, right? And I was telling someone that as well offline, that without him, they wouldn't have known where Justin went after the fact to his cousin house to get cleaned up, or that where they caught him on the elevator. That they wouldn't have knew none of that.
Right.
So
and they got that evidence quick, because that stuff don't just sit on them hard drives. It's like he went right in there telling. Like how they got all that information.
I think they're gonna take it easy on Cornelius. I mean, he's not gonna just walk away. Somebody's saying Cornelius is gonna get more time than Justin. I don't think so, because without Justin, then they wouldn't have had anything at all as far as those pictures where to find him at. But I believe that he's gonna get less time. But the prosecutor justified that by making it seem like Cornelius was just a junkie trying to get high.
That's crazy.
He was just chasing his habits, so we're gonna take it easier on him So I wouldn't be surprised if Justin, if Cornelius gets.
If you doing some drugs that's gonna make you commit that type of crime, boy, don't do drugs, kids. Y'all say no to drugs. I promise. I ain't seen nobody go that far to get no drugs. That's crazy.
And I believe the medical examiner said she's not a ballistics expert,
Hmm.
but they did find, I think she said they found like old bullets
Yeah, she said there were 3 old bullets in him.
from a previous shooting.
Right, because he's been shot before by the same people. And let me let you know this too. When they pick Straight Drop up, Yo Gotti tweeted out, if they give Straight Drop a bond, I'm gonna make it. On Twitter.
Wait, say that part again?
When they arrested Straight Drop, Yo Gotti tweeted out on Twitter, if they give Straight Drop a bond, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get him out. On Twitter.
What was that about?
They crazy. I don't know if they drinking the water in Memphis or what is. I don't know what got them retarded.
I mean, because if you know your brother is allegedly tied to this, the last thing you want to be doing is putting yourself on Twitter saying you're going to get him out. Now, somebody's saying that's not true. Delicacy of life. But
Man, it was on. If somebody hacked his account, I don't know. I don't know what happened, and I don't know if that was a fake post. I don't know. I'm telling you what. I've been watching this stuff from day one.
yeah, that'll be wild. I mean,
Yeah, it was. It was weird. I don't know if it was a fake post.
Somebody said he did post though the day of the murder.
It was right when Straight Drop got picked up. And somebody with his account or a fake account, I don't know. Can you fake a Twitter account? I don't know. Because at the one time they were saying a lot of people accounts were getting hacked. And I don't think it was X yet. It was still Twitter.
I mean, it could be. I mean, nowadays you really just never know.
Look at Tia McKenna. He did post that on Twitter. I'm telling you, that happened for real. No joke.
Oh, okay. Tia said he did post that on Twitter. Delicacy of life. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if it's still on. It might be deleted. But yeah, but it seemed as if the prosecutors knew all along that some type of way either CMG or the brother was involved.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said CML getting a RICO charge.
That they asking, I don't know. You ever seen them piggyback off a state case and say, hey, y'all are involved in this? I could see the family suing them though. I know they're gonna get sued. Going to jail, I don't know.
So you believe the family of Young Dolph will sue
CMG?
CMG?
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
I don't know if anybody will get charged for it, but
if CMG smart, the best thing may be to settle. Because when you start having lawsuits, then the attorneys for Young Dolph, the civil attorneys, can file all type of discovery. And I mean they can do way more digging. And something might come up that they don't want to come up, just pay the money and be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of believe that kind of happened with the Diddy case. When he was first sued, he didn't pay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but once he filed that lawsuit, he saw how real it was. It became public. I think the next day,
Mm-hmm.
after the lawsuit was filed, he went ahead and paid cash. By that time, it's too late.
And that ain't the first time neither. When him, Jennifer Lopez, and Sean was in the club, that lady sued Bad Boy too, and she got paid.
She got paid.
Yeah, she got paid.
Yeah, because a lot of times these civil lawsuits can bring out a whole lot of stuff.
Right.
They bring out extra stuff that the prosecutors don't know about.
Yeah,
they won't take it over there 2 or 3
Yeah,
days.
they'll prosecute based off of it. You're right.
Yeah. So it's real dangerous to try to have a civil suit going on instead of just paying. You can say,
Right.
hey, we're not admitting fault, but
We
it's
just want to pay. Yeah.
it's in our best interest just to pay.
Mhm.
We don't know if our brother Jug was involved. He's not allowed to tell his side. But we're just
Mhm.
gonna go ahead and pay just to be done with this and let Memphis heal.
Mhm.
Something like that and be done with it.
I know that's right.
The question is, do they want to, would they be willing to pay? I guess that'd be a question
I sure will line them up.
for God. Yeah, if you
I
don't
will.
want to play.
Yeah, I will line them up for sure. Y'all, come on.
Come on, right? What y'all?
Yeah. Yeah, come on.
Come
Y'all know
on.
you know you wrong. Come on, we need that money.
Right.
Y'all go ahead and file bankruptcy and start over.
And that might, and you never know. Sometimes money you pay them, it might just go away.
Mhm.
If not, you fight, and then they may really start pressing for more people to be charged. They
Mhm.
may say, "Hey, we don't think the brother was doing it by himself. We think it was
Mhm.
coming from other people within CMG."
Mhm. And they saying all this, he the number 2, or who's the number 1? You know what I'm saying? And
Number one,
like
Dude,
we didn't want number 2 no way. We want number 1.
and because could number one do? Could number two go around number one and put out a order, a hit that big when it would affect the entire organization? Can
Mhm.
number two do that on his own, or do number two need to get permission
Right.
before he set the city
Right.
on fire?
Right. Do y'all sit down and have meetings about, okay, this guy need to go? Because the guy mentioned like they did this to him in furtherance of the label. I'm like, whoa, them some strong words right there.
Right.
So
And that's tough.
it is tough.
I mean, I don't, and people are asking. We don't know what the feds might do, but it's gonna be interesting to see. Like, this might just be the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was the goal, to get him and then get Justin. And now that Justin got life, maybe Justin to talk and flip. But I don't know if Justin could flip, because Justin seemed like he was kind
Standing
of,
on it, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They said, Justin, you gonna testify? You gonna testify or not? He said, not testify.
Right.
Justin ain't want no parts, because I don't even know what Justin can get up there and say.
Nothing at this point.
Right.
Nothing.
Oh, somebody got an interesting theory.
Mm-hmm.
SQL, I think, got it.
Oh, he's saying he think he got his brother unalived. He
So
meant to say Juke.
okay. So, that'll be
Yeah,
crazy.
that's been a theory. And whoever did that to Juke, it was professional. It wasn't no kids in the neighborhood. Them people came up there and wasn't playing.
But what would be the reason behind that, though?
I mean, now that they blaming everything on Juke, I guess nothing, because it could have been all them had something to do with it.
No, but I'm saying, what would be the reason to allow Gotti to say okay for his own brother?
Yeah, I couldn't see him doing that, but I don't know, just to protect himself from going to prison or something. Because it's funny, they let him stay out all these years, and then when he comes up unalive, we go into trial, and come to find out, he the one called the shots on everything. And you've been knowing that he called the shots on this, but he ain't been arrested. Like, oh, that's weird. I don't know how can you explain that? Like, it's weird. You understand?
I guess so, yeah.
Like, they've known from you know what? Talk that law. I'm willing to bet you that the police had Juke phone tapped the whole time. And that's how they all them got caught, because that boy called his phone and been calling his phone and asking for money and saying he did this, that, and the third.
Okay. So you think the phone was tapped?
I think his phone tapped, period. I think they watching him, period. All of them.
God, yeah.
Because it was public record that Dolph was under investigation. They had just seized a bunch of jewelry and money from him in the airport. And it was the FBI, and they said, and he asked the reason why, and they said, "You're under investigation." They took a large amount of money from him and his jewelry in Memphis airport.
Oh, see. Well, that says a lot right there.
I know, right?
God, so they may have some wiretaps.
Man, they probably was watching the whole thing and let it happen.
Wow. So now we got to see what's gonna come out next. So will they just do a victory lap? Like we got them. We got Justin Johnson. We got Cornelius Smith. I mean, obviously they got Cornelius because he admitted to it in open court.
Mm-hmm.
And now who is the other person? Was it Govan?
Govan. I don't see how he's the facilitator when they're talking to Juke verbatim.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're just talking straight to him. So how is he facilitating anything? I think Cornelius brought him into the fold.
After the fact.
Yeah. And I don't think he really done nothing.
Oh, okay.
Especially if Straight Drop can just call Juke straight and be like, "Hey, it's done."
Right.
He didn't call quit.
Right.
He called Juke.
So now the question is going to be for Govan, what was his role, if any, in this? If they have a phone conversation directly between Justin Johnson, Straight Drop, and Juke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
maybe he didn't. A lot of people thought he cooperated because he got a federal jacket himself, and he's cooperated before. So a lot of folks was thinking that he was cooperating and telling, but they didn't put him on the stand. So is he cooperating, or did they not really have nothing on him and gave him that little bitty old bond and just want him to plea out?
Just want him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they said the New York City mayor got arrested.
Yeah.
God, I've been in court all day.
His indictment sealed too. Talk that.
What?
Yeah, they got a sealed indictment. Nobody knows what he's charged with.
I think they say I just googled it: bribery and fraud.
Really?
Whoa. They say the same U.S. attorney that's prosecuting Diddy, Damian Williams, they saying that Adams, the mayor, took over $100,000 in graft and used his powers to help Turkey.
Wow. He in trouble.
He faced 5 federal charges of bribery, fraud, soliciting illegal foreign campaign donations, insisting he would stay in office, and imploring New Yorkers to hear his defense. Hold on, let me see something.
Oh, they saying they had a press conference today. Everything coming out.
They say he defiant. Let me see.
Oh, he been meeting with the president. He had a conference with Turkey, the president of Turkey. Is that what y'all saying in the chat? He been mingling with them.
So I'm guessing Turkey probably gave him money so he can stay in office to help his campaign.
And they probably been buying up land or building
in New York.
Yeah, building up
Kickback. Oh, boy, Damien, they call him a brother to take down the other brothers. Damien, they got him taking down Diddy, and then they got him taking down the mayor.
Well, Diddy will have Maybe Diddy'll feel comfortable now. He got some company.
He got well. You know what? Damian, the U.S. attorney, he did say during his press conference with Diddy,
Mm-hmm.
he had said last year around this time, Diddy was getting the keys to the city, and now
Mm-hmm.
he's in jail. And I was like, you know what? That was kind of weird. Why you bring that up? But I guess maybe there was a sign, or he was throwing us a bone that the person that was giving him the keys to the city also gonna be getting his own keys to a jail cell too, which is
That's crazy.
and then the mayor. Somebody said the mayor, he's trying to be the next attorney general.
They saying pull up the press conference. I didn't know. They say they had a press conference today about it.
The mayor himself or Damian?
No, I guess Damian, the prosecutor.
Damian, let's see. Let's see, prosecutor.
Well, I just came up to holler at you, man. I'm glad to see you still doing your thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you a lot for coming and chatting with me.
Man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. The first time I met you, it was just a handful of us in here. Now look at you.
we nowhere near the 30-some thousand you got, but hey.
No, it's all good. It's all good. No, it takes time, but sometimes it takes us longer than others. But you rolling, you gonna catch up quick. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Whenever you get a chance,
I'm gonna come back and see you for sure.
Okay. All right.
All right. Have a good day, man.
You too. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Thank y'all for liking the video and the new people that subscribing to the stream. For those that's popping in, we heard the verdict. What was the verdict? So the question is, now that we know the verdict, the question is, did the jury get it right? Do y'all think the jury got it right? Mayor Adams gave Diddy the key to the city. Long live Dolph. Yeah, Dolph didn't deserve that. Especially one thing about it, Dolph could have got all his money and ran off. But there's countless videos of Dolph always giving back to the community year after year. I believe one of his big events was Thanksgiving. I believe he always gave out turkeys to the community so the families can have turkeys for Thanksgiving. Speaking of turkey, turkey, are y'all really giving money? Are y'all really giving money to the mayor of New York City? And the mayor should have known you can't take no $100,000. So now we're asking the mayor. This is crazy. See how this coming full circle? The mayor is accused of taking $100,000, and now he's charged. He may lose his office. He may go to prison. $100,000, and that's the same amount that Justin Johnson was supposed to get for taking out Dolph. So was the money worth it in either of these situations? And for Adams, we don't know if it's true. It's alleged. Somebody said, how you hook up with them? What's going on, Stephanie? Yeah. Adam took the key to the city back from Diddy recently. Well, he said, I don't see how the jury had much of a choice. Somebody said Adam took, Miss Deborah, see that Adams took the key back from Diddy. And he said, hold on, give me this key back. Y'all know what y'all play all day. Hold on, let me see something right quick. All right, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Maybe I'll do some tomorrow. No, I ain't gonna do it on this one. I might just do it tomorrow. Keep it separate. Miss D say Fonnie is going next. And Miss Joanna, what's going on with these mayor? Our mayor just stepped down. Oh wow. What city you in, Miss Joanna? Yeah, thank you, Keys. Let me see something right quick. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to watch it? Y'all want to watch it now? Y'all want me to we watch the different time? But it seems like people want to hear about Dolph. Y'all want to watch the mayor? We got one, yeah. The other ones are giving me their votes by all right, let's just watch it. For the other people that gotta go, thank y'all for stopping in. We're just gonna kill a few more minutes and watch this press conference. Real quick. Some of y'all say, I ain't come here to see all of that. Let's watch it. I mean, we got a few minutes. And I think it ain't even that long. Damien. Look at boy. Damien, what job you trying to be? President? Damien indicting everybody.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for gathering. My name is Damian Williams, and I'm the United States Attorney here in the Southern District of New York.
We know you.
Today, we are announcing campaign finance, bribery, and conspiracy charges against Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City. As the indictment alleges, Mayor Adams engaged in a long-running conspiracy in which he solicited and knowingly accepted illegal campaign contributions from foreign donors and corporations. As we allege, Mayor Adams took these contributions even though he knew they were illegal. And even though he knew these contributions were attempts by a Turkish government official and Turkish businessmen to buy influence with him. We also allege that the mayor sought and accepted well over $100,000 in luxury travel benefits from some of the same foreign actors who arranged many of the illegal campaign contributions. These benefits included free international business class flights and opulent hotel rooms in foreign cities. The mayor had a duty to disclose these gifts on his annual public disclosure forms so that the public could see who was giving him what. But as we allege, year after year after year, he kept the public in the dark. He told the public he received no gifts, even though he was secretly being showered with them. We allege that Adams accepted these benefits knowing that they were given to him because of his position. And in exchange for some of those improper benefits, he intervened in the New York City Fire Department's inspection process for a building owned and operated by the Turkish government, allowing it to open even though it had not passed the fire inspection. The corruption alleged in the indictment is, as I said, long-running. As we allege in the indictment, Adams's solicitation of illegal campaign contributions began in 2018. After he started raising funds for his 2021 mayoral campaign, he agreed to take contributions offered by multiple Turkish businessmen, several of whom he met in Turkey. Adams knew that these wealthy individuals could not legally donate in a US election. Federal law clearly prohibits foreign donations. That's how we protect our elections from foreign influence. Yet Adams directed his staff to pursue this illegal money to support his campaign for mayor. And as we allege, Adams continued to pursue foreign money in secret well into 2021.
Hey, hold on right quick, bro. Wasn't members of our Supreme Court receiving money from billionaires that will supposedly influence their decision on their rulings? Or we're not going to talk about our Supreme Court? Okay, let's keep going.
And it didn't stop with his first campaign for mayor. As we allege, in 2023, the mayor rekindled these corrupt relationships, seeking more illegal campaign contributions from some of the same foreign sources to support his re-election campaign. Adams also took contributions that broke other laws. As we allege, he sought contributions from businessmen far in excess of what the law allowed. He also allegedly sought contributions from corporations, which are not allowed to contribute at all in New York City elections. Many of those illegal corporate contributions were organized by the same people who organized the illegal foreign contributions. And Adams allegedly disguised them all in the same way by accepting the money through so-called straw donors. A straw donor contributes someone else's money, hiding the money's illegal source, such as a foreign businessman, a corporation, or a wealthy New Yorker who has already contributed the maximum amount allowed. And as we allege, Adams circumvented all of these laws, taking contributions from exactly the sources the law prohibits, all to benefit his mayoral campaigns. Now, Adams also personally benefited from the illegal conduct alleged in the indictment. Adams solicited and accepted over $100,000 in luxury travel benefits for years from wealthy Turkish business people and at least one Turkish government official seeking to gain influence over him. Adams started accepting undisclosed luxury travel benefits at least as early as 2016. He took these benefits nearly every year through 2021. Here are some of the benefits that we uncovered during our investigation. In 2016, Adams flew to India through Turkey and received 2 free round-trip upgrades for business class seats. That's the highest class.
Okay, wait a minute. So he didn't got some plane tickets. So he didn't got to upgrade to first class. And we need he said that's the highest class, like we don't know what plane tickets are. So how much money he got in his pocket? That's what I want to know. Boy, what's his boy name? Damien? That's what I want to know.
In 2016, Adams flew to India through Turkey and received 2 free round-trip upgrades for business class seats. That's the highest class on Turkey's national airline. Those upgrades were worth more than $12,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed.
Boy, go on.
In 2017, Adams accepted free business class tickets for himself and his travel companions to France, Turkey, and China. And he was put up in the Bentley suite in the St. Regis Hotel in Istanbul. All of that was worth more than $41,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed. Also in 2017, he flew to China, again, through Turkey, and accepted 2 free business class tickets for himself and a companion. Those were worth more than $16,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed. In 2018, he flew to Hungary through Turkey and accepted free upgrades for business class seats. Those were worth more than $12,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed. In 2019, he flew to Turkey and accepted a free upgrade to business class for his companion and a free stay in a lavish suite at the St. Regis Hotel in Istanbul. That was worth more than $9,000, And again, none of it was publicly disclosed. In 2021, Adams solicited business class tickets to Istanbul, stays at luxury hotels and resorts, yacht tours, and meals. As we allege, he asked to pay a nominal fee for all of this in order to disguise what we allege were in fact bribes. He canceled that trip at the very last minute, but the benefits that he solicited were worth more than $21,000. And later in 2021, Adams flew to Ghana, again, through Turkey, and accepted free business class ticket upgrades and other gifts while he was on a layover in Istanbul. Those benefits were worth more than $12,000. And just like all the other benefits I've just run through, none of it was publicly disclosed. Now, I want to be clear. These upgrades and freebies were not part of some frequent flyer or loyalty program available to the general public. As we allege, this was a multi-year scheme to buy favor with a single New York City politician on the rise, Eric Adams. Now, this is a chart with all of the undisclosed travel benefits.
Oh my God. So, boy, this case is weak as water. Come on. Come on. So they moved him in the first class as an honorary. He the mayor. He's flying through the country. Of course, they treat mayors and other dignitaries or governors with preferential treatment. I don't see nothing wrong with that, them moving his seat, because you're saying it's a campaign donation. I mean, just because they're giving him an upgrade to his seat, how are you linking that back to New York City as a campaign donation? Yeah. Let me keep listening to it. Miss D say it's not weak. It's not weak. Let's see.
That we uncovered during the investigation. We just listed all out here. You see the year, 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2 in 2021. The destination, India all the way to Ghana. The benefits, the free upgrades or free tickets altogether, the hotel stays, and the value. And if you just sum up all the dollar amounts here, you get to more than $100,000. And of course, as I said before, every single trip that we list here was undisclosed.
Okay, so I'm just not watching it, y'all. Maybe he's going to tie it back to New York, because from my understanding, Turkey got a building in New York, and the mayor stepped in to help about that building. Let's see.
As we allege in the indictment, in addition to not disclosing these benefits, Adams sometimes created fake paper trails to try to cover up the travel benefits he solicited and received. Let me give you one example. Adams wrote emails to his staff suggesting he paid for his 2017 business class flights.
Hey, hold on right quick, y'all. Who is, somebody said he do look like Kalu? Who is that? Let me go. Calou. Calou. Y'all know what? Bye. I know this one, y'all know what? I'm not gonna play with the chat. Let's go back to the break. Y'all play.
On the Turkish airline when, as we allege, he did not. Those flights were worth a lot of money. Just one ticket alone cost more than $10,000. But months after taking the flights, Adams wrote an email to a staff member and told the staff member that he had left cash in her desk drawer and that she should send the money to the Turkish airline to pay for a trip he had already taken. As the indictment makes clear, that's just a clumsy cover-up. Now, just because Adams received benefits for free, that doesn't mean that there weren't strings attached.
Y'all wrong.
As we allege, a particular Turkish government official behind many of the benefits Adams sought and accepted gave Adams all these things to gain influence over him. We allege that Adams knew that and took the benefits anyway. We allege that when the Turkish government official needed him, Adams also took corrupt official action in exchange for some of the luxury travel benefits. In 2021, the Turkish government official was trying to open a brand new high-rise building in Manhattan that would house Turkey's consulate.
Okay.
There was significant time pressure because the Turkish official desperately needed the building to be open in time for a visit from Turkey's president. This building was important to the Turkish official, and it was important to Turkey.
Okay.
But the FDNY's fire safety professionals wouldn't let the building open because the building hadn't passed an inspection. And not just that, some of the people at the FDNY thought the building had so many issues and defects that the building was not safe to occupy. So the Turkish official sent word to Adams that it was, quote, his turn, unquote, to support Turkey. And as we allege, Adams delivered and pressured the fire department to let the building open. The FDNY professionals were convinced that they would lose their jobs if they didn't back down. And so they did. They got out of the way and let the building open. The Turkish official got what he wanted. And as we explained in the indictment, just 4 days after Adams held up his end of the bargain, he went right back to soliciting more travel benefits from the Turkish airline. Now, I want to make 3 things crystal clear.
Because you're not doing it yet.
First, the conduct alleged in the indictment, the foreign money, the corporate money, the bribery, the years of concealment, is a grave breach of the public's trust. Public office is a privilege. We allege that Mayor Adams abused that privilege and broke the law. Laws that are designed to ensure that officials like him serve the people, not the highest bidder, not a foreign bidder, and certainly not a foreign power. These are bright red lines, and we allege that the mayor crossed them again and again for years. That is the only reason we are here today. Second, this investigation continues. We continue to dig, and we will hold more people accountable. And I encourage anyone with information to come forward and to do so before it is too late. And third, the Southern District of New York remains committed to rooting out corruption without fear or favor and without regard to partisan politics. We are not focused on the right or the left. We are focused only on right and wrong. That is our duty, and we will fulfill it.
All right. What y'all think? Somebody said I have to be fair, and I have to play the press conference for that Adams responded saying that. I mean, right now I think it's a weak case. It's weak, and that's just me. And obviously, we're not going to agree on every single thing, but I think it's a weak case so far because they are trying to say that his flight upgrades are campaign contributions from a foreign government. He didn't make it public, but my thing is, like I said, there are billionaires contributing money to people that sit on the highest court in the land, giving them money, boat trips and tuition, all this type of stuff that we're hearing about, allegedly. And it's the same thing. And then on top of that, they are saying that this happened in 2016. Okay, well, why didn't you charge them in 16? And then 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Like, what? Why did y'all charge them now? Like, okay, are y'all trying to charge him now? Charge him, put pressure on him. Maybe he'll cooperate for another case. He'll help y'all out and become a witness for another trial, a bigger trial, maybe a trial that involved Diddy. And this is all speculation. But somebody said this is only the beginning. Jiggy, what's your theory? Well, yeah, I'm reading your comment. Yeah, but it'll be his dealings at the time. So, him not being mayor now is irrelevant from if he abused his power while he was mayor. And I mean, that's another good thing right there. Was he mayor in 2016? I don't believe. No, he wasn't mayor. When did he become mayor? He wasn't mayor that long. I know. I think he just. Right. So I mean, and that's another thing to look at. That can kind of go both ways. If they were already giving him this special treatment in 2016, 17, 18, because he wasn't mayor until 21, 22, then it'll be hard to say that they were using these flights as a campaign contribution when they were, giving him these flights 7, 8 years before he even became the mayor of New York. Right, they said before he was mayor, he was taking money, but they charged him as taking a federal campaign contribution. But if he's not mayor at the time, what's illegal about it? He's not violating federal campaign law. I got to read more into it. I got to actually read the indictment to get a better analysis. But just from he blew up a chart. The prosecutor, he put a chart on the wall. He did the same thing we did. He put a chart and showed us about 2 or 3 guns. All right, we know what a gun looked like. We understand what you're saying, that his seat was moved from regular class, what is it, cabin, economy, what is it called, to first class. But I'm gonna look. She said, I already said Letitia James wants his job. Well, she needs to figure out what she want to do. Because ain't she like the attorney general, and then she was trying to be the governor, and now she want to be the mayor. What's she gonna do? So she got a statewide job, and then she want to go back to a local job, which is not uncommon. I mean, the mayor of New York City may be more popular than the attorney general of New York. Adams is he can be paid off. Bruce said he did not even say if the guns were illegal, if I'm not mistaken. They just put up some pictures and saying, look, he got to be guilty. Look at these pictures. Look at these guns. See, I know how they do. I mean, we've seen that with Young Thug's case. The prosecutor, they'll come out big and strong. Oh, we got this, and this. And everybody like, ooh, Young Thug in trouble. He got hit with a RICO. He going to jail. And then when you really start peeling back the layers of the onion, you look and you're like, okay, where's RICO? Fonnie, you ain't got no case. You ain't got no case. Yeah, Miss D says it's political. I just don't like the timing. The timing of this case just came out of nowhere. Yeah, see, prosecutors, they have so much power, they can pick and choose. Oh, we want to prosecute that person for doing it. No, we don't want to prosecute that. We want to prosecute him for doing the same thing. See, they have so much prosecutorial discretion, which is insane. And that's why there's so much abuse of power. You can prosecute people based on race, gender, religion, class, how much money they got, how much money they don't have. And then you can say, oh, no, it's not because of that. It's because of prosecutorial discretion. The facts in that case is different from the facts in this case. Y'all said, and Adams will be Lil Bill. Goodbye. Let's hear from Adams real quick, because I don't want to leave Not a little bill. I don't want to leave with just one side. And since Adams responded, I think it's right that we hear what he got to say real quick, and then we can get out of here. Hold on, yeah. Yeah, let me find one. All right, y'all. We got one that's 8 minutes, and we got one that's longer. Which one y'all want to watch? Y'all want to watch the short one, the 8 minute, or the longer one? Wait, Brooklyn said, I don't care if I don't address it. Yeah, the comments are moving, so I'm not going to be able to see everything. But yeah, y'all want to watch the long one or the yeah. So Brooklyn, NYC, are you from? Do you want to come up, and would it be easier to just talk about it? Everybody say do the 8 minutes. We don't need to hear all that. We do the 8 minutes. Let's go. Where the 8 minutes at? Okay, y'all, here we go.
Surprise. We expected this. This is not surprising to us at all. The actions that have unfolded over the last 10 months, the leaks, the commentary, the demonizing, this did not surprise us that we reached this day. And I ask New Yorkers to wait to hear our defense before making any judgments. In about 30 minutes, you're going to hear a story of the case that is in front of us. The story will come from the federal prosecutors. And I ask to wait and hear our side to this narrative. From here, my attorneys will take care of the case so I can take care of the city. My day-to-day will not change. I will continue to do the job for 8.3 million New Yorkers that I was elected to do.
Amen. Amen.
And the 300,000 plus employees of our city government will continue to do their jobs, because this is what we do as New Yorkers. It's an insult to the hardworking people of the city that anyone would say that they won't do their jobs while this case proceeds in the background. They are dedicated public servants, and I have been one of them for many years. And they're going to continue to do their job, moving the city forward every day. It's an unfortunate day, and it's a painful day. But inside of all of that, it's a day where we will finally reveal why for 10 months I have gone through this. And I look forward to defending myself and defending the people of this city, as I've done throughout my entire professional career.
That's right.
I want to now turn it over to the person who started me on this journey, Reverend Herbert Daughtry.
Amen. Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Y'all know what? Y'all don't take nothing serious. Y'all don't take nothing serious. Oh, she said you got to speed him up. Who is this man? Let's see. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Let's see a little bit more.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, you our mayor.
and will be to time come.
Painful and unfortunate. That's what we're hearing from Mayor Eric Adams right now, as he now has been indicted in a federal probe. Our Aaron Katersky is there. We'll bring him up live as soon as he is able to break away from that press conference. I do want to bring in our legal contributor and trial attorney, Brian Buckmeyer, now for more. Okay, so Brian, I guess first your reaction to the charges, and then let's go through the 5 counts and talk about what this could mean for the mayor, even though he is standing by his innocence at this hour.
Yeah, so my first reaction here was shock. Shock as to the depth and the length in which these allegations span from, starting back from when Mayor Adams was then Brooklyn Borough associate, or not associate, sorry, but politician, Brooklyn Borough president, sorry, and then leading to his 2018 election, and then the 2018 and 2021. This goes back a decade with all manners of correspondence, communications as to his involvement with the Turkish government, how there's almost like a pay to play in terms of building this Turkish consulate. And then even some of the correspondence. A few moments ago, I was talking about, hey, I'm seeing correspondence with Adams staffers and that of people in the Turkish airline and government. But now as I read deeper and I see more facts, I'm seeing the correspondence with Adams as well as the Turkish government. And the allegations seem to be very strong and very powerful.
So at this point, as he comes before the cameras and says he is innocent of all charges, but now as we are unraveling the various counts here and the details that you say are now being revealed, including months and months of evidence that we are now reading about and seeing in detail, how do you see this going down for the mayor? Does he continue to say he's innocent until what point?
I think for the mayor, he's going to continue to say that he's innocent unless and until he is found guilty. This seems to be a case that he's going to adamantly fight against. The interesting part for me is going to be when he is ultimately arraigned, what's going to happen? Is this a case where he's going to be granted some amount of bail and be able to go back into the office and keep working while, as he says, his attorneys will continue to fight the case? Or is this one who will be incarcerated? When I look at the count, the 5 counts that we have here, one of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and 2 counts of solicitation of a contribution by a foreign national, and of course, bribery, as we can see there on the screen, these are not small charges. I mean, if you want to compare and contrast cases we've seen in the past, think of Bob Menendez and his involvement, who was recently convicted just some months ago. He's looking at 120 years in prison. And so without looking at all the details and just looking at the charges that we have here, these are not small allegations by any way, shape, or form. And the level of detail that I'm seeing in these allegations are definitely ones that a defense attorney would give some amount of pause and deep consideration for.
All right, Brian, stay with me. Let's head over now to our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky. He's now moved over to where we are waiting to hear from the SDNY. It will be holding a press conference shortly. Aaron, the Adams administration has already...
All right, y'all. So we kind of get the somebody said, drink your water. Stephanie, did y'all see the judge in the Diddy trial? Not the Diddy trial. All of these trials going to run together. Justin Combs, Justin Johnson, straight drop trial for Young Dolph. Did y'all see the judge? She's so comfortable in her lounge. They say it looked like a lounge in that courtroom in Tennessee, that she got her coffee pot on the bench. Oh, let me show y'all real quick. I said, now hold on, where is it? All right, y'all look at the judge. She worse than me. She got her coffee pot. Look at her.
Good morning. Good morning. So it's almost over. Good morning.
Oh, she said it's going to be some long closing arguments. Let me go ahead and get cheers, Judge. Cheers. Cheers. She said, you know what? They finna do these long, drawn out closing arguments. I said, wait a minute now, not on the bench. Not on the bench, just pour the cup of coffee, plug in the coffee machine right on the bench. You ain't gotta worry about going to no back room and telling somebody to go get it for me. Bring my pot out here and give me some new filters. Probably got a second old white filter you put in there. Oh man. She probably like, bad. This boy going to he's going to the pen. Why are we playing? Why are we even playing with these closing arguments? Why are we even playing? Let me get my coffee and listen at this BS. Let me cause I know it's gonna be some. Yeah. Oh man. Y'all funny. At least they use the money the right way compared to look at her. She ain't even trying to hear it. I haven't even heard none of the closing arguments. I guess I'll listen to them later. They said it was really boring and drawn out. But, yeah. But thank y'all for popping in. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Not a breathalyzer. Jeez. Just trying to stay woke. And listening to them attorneys, you're gonna need something to stay woke. She say, I'm catching up. It's hard to convince a jury that they didn't see what they saw. All of those videos convicted him. Yeah, it was over. Just you going a lot. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to cover some of Young Thug with Brian Steele when Brian Steele cross-examined. I didn't get to cover that day, so I might actually do that tomorrow. Oh yeah, no follow Queen. Thank y'all. I don't know what time tomorrow yet. I'm gonna work that out. What's tomorrow? Friday? Oh yeah, thank you to Deborah C. And I want to say again, thank you to Tracy for becoming a new member of the stream. Thank you so much, Tracy, for supporting. Definitely appreciate it. And then again, also to Mr. Princess Jones. Mr. Princess Jones, first he became a member, and then I turned around and looked again. He upgraded his membership all the way up to the platinum level. So thank you. And thank you to the new people that subscribe to the channel. Definitely appreciate y'all. She's sipping on Hennessy. So we got this judge. You saw y'all saying Hennessy allegedly, and we got Fonnie on Grey Goose, and we got the witness in YSL trial on vodka. She said, I was laying in my bed and I stood up. I had me a shot of vodka. And bullets just went to flying. I said, what now? What is going on? Not vodka. You know that alcohol make your blood thin. So I hope they hear it and got her to the. And then they saying Lil D on a green lean. Shout out to Lil D. Hopefully we can get Lil D. Wait a minute. Is Lil D done? Maybe we can get Lil D over here. And he don't have to talk about the case per se, but we can talk about his treatment and we could talk about his treatment and stuff like that without actually going into the case. Yeah, the alcohol was so good, she didn't even know she was hit. She didn't even know. Y'all got some good vodka in Georgia, apparently. Oh, shout out to Pete, always supporting the stream. Pete in the building. Pete, I didn't even know you was here today. Pete said he watching from behind the scenes. Thank you so much, Pete, for always supporting the stream whenever you get a chance. Thank you so much, Pete. And Pete is also a member. Shout out to Pete. I would love to hear what he got to say. So what? Y'all want to hear some wild sale tomorrow? I'll cover Bruce. What what's the man name? Doug. Is it Doug? I think Doug cross-examined as well as Brian Steele, and I think Max, but I think we already went over Max's portion. That vodka had her right. Come on here. That vodka had her right. Y'all are funny, boy. This chat is undefeated. I know people always say they got the best chat. This chat is undefeated. Is Tasha here? I don't know if Tasha, if you do watch this video, I believe Mr. Princess Jones was trying to get in contact with you. I don't know if he was trying to find your channel name or what, but he did say that on the live stream. She had a whole fifth that night. Yeah, Stephanie. She said, play the part Woody and Charleston White beef. And okay, maybe we can cover some of that tomorrow. Woody and Charleston White. We can have a wide sale day and play the part where the state was talking to QZ. That hey, the people that's on here, what time do y'all normally be? What's like the best time of day? I know it's Friday, so not too late. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find that. Maybe we can cover some of that. See, everything was good when they was doing all these 20 versus 1, 20 versus 2, getting all this money. Stephanie said she got shot and took a shot. But I'm glad she okay. I'm glad she okay too. Oh. And make no mistake about it, she's still drinking that vodka. Okay, whenever you go. Okay, you had us late last Friday. Okay, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. They say start after lunch. What's after lunch? 1 o'clock Central. All right, I'll try to squeeze it in. Oh yeah, Keith. I'm gonna go in and find it so we can talk about that. So we can have something to talk about tomorrow. Woody did like 4 or 5 20 versus 1. She had some before court. Yeah. 1 p.m. Eastern. That's lunchtime. Well, it just depends on where you live. Woody been going live on. Wait a minute. So we need to get a wide sale person over here. Law Malcolm so far behind, he don't know no better. Law Malcolm say, who is Charles White? Let me let y'all go. And let me let this hold on, let me let this judge go right quick so she go drink her coffee. Hold on, let me let her go. All right, there we go. All right. Y'all play all night. So I guess the question was asked, is he guilty? And 90% of the people said, yeah, he's guilty as hell. Lock him up and throw away the key. And then you had 10% said it a hung jury. And I think before I ended the poll, we had a few people saying not guilty. He did a 21 versus. All right, y'all. Let me let y'all go. Thank y'all again for liking the video on y'all way out. And the new people, if y'all want to subscribe, come back and see me so we can talk the law. Really come back and see the chat because they'd be the ones that turning it up. I'm just sitting here in the chair. He said that boy was innocent. I don't believe that's the case in Tennessee. I'll look more into it, but I believe Tennessee is a mandatory minimum of 51 and a maximum of 60 years before you're eligible for parole in Tennessee. So I think you have to do that number day for day up to the 51 before you're eligible to be seen by the parole board in the state of Tennessee. And I'll verify that for tomorrow. But so I don't think there's gonna be none of this 3/4 and 1/4. That's in a certain states to do that, but I didn't find that for Tennessee. Yeah, but I mean, you got to look at it. You know, he allegedly took a life, and you know, that person, the life he took, they doing life away from their family, away from the world. So hey, it's tough. But what they say, you should have thought about that before you went and did it. All right, y'all. Let me give my legal disclaimer. No legal advice intended. I'm a lawyer, but I'm not your lawyer. I'm just here to talk that law. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all on tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for supporting the stream. Thank you again to Mr. Prentice Jones for becoming a platinum member, and also thank you to Tracy and to Mr. P. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night, and see y'all on the next one.